let's play the what if.
Okay.
What do you think is justified that she did to Frank for him to drag her out butt naked?
Yeah, it could be. But I mean, even with the highs, there's a lot of lows.
Oh man, the casinos is built on money, bro. They built on taking your shit.
Facts. and it'd be crazy because it's so specific. It'd be by like the point. 1 point, and you know what I mean, like, and it's over, it's under. It'd be.
There's a science
Oh
behind
my
that.
God.
There's a reason why the spread is the spread.
I be feeling like motherfuckers be undercover with this shit and betting themselves. They know what's happening.
Oh, you can ask Calvin Ridley about that.
Ooh, shit.
Ask him what's happening.
Yeah.
What that spread be?
Man, well, he's still serving a 6-game suspension, right? You know, thinking about that and the NFL rules and the NFL policies, you know, we had somebody similar that just recently was in the news for that, Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch was, he got pulled over for a DUI. And let me just say this offhand. Marshawn Lynch is probably one of the greatest running backs, most entertaining running backs to ever join the NFL in general.
And more importantly, that solid dude in the community too.
Solid dude in the community.
From Oakland.
Yeah.
You know, with the tech out there. But I think everybody got their shortcomings. Everybody slips up. Everybody's had one of these moments. His vehicle had the tire ripped off.
Yeah, man. You know, I mean, I'm still confused about that part. Was it an ultimate sideshow and he really burnt that bitch out? Or was it really he was that fucked up and his tire was...
Nah, he is faded.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can see the video.
Yeah. Was he arrested at night or is this daytime?
He was arrested during the day. And let me go ahead and set the settings. He was arrested for DWI. Go ahead and play the clip, and we'll get into it after the clip.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Right.
They asked him a question like, "Oh, do you know who you are?" And I could tell he fucking around. He say no. You know what I mean?
You think he's just on alcohol?
I mean, obviously he seems somewhat coherent, like he fucking around, but then at the same time, he do look like he kind of faded.
He looked like he might just woke up.
Right. And then yank him out of the car. Yank him like he probably obviously wasn't cooperating, but damn, was it excessive? I wouldn't call it excessive, but I mean,
you could tell Officer Mahoney has always been wanting to do that.
Yeah.
What type of backlash do you think he'll get? He's no longer a part of the NFL. I'm not sure if he was still looking or part of the free agency, but he's no longer with the NFL. Is there any other backlash that he gets for?
There's nothing that's going to affect his career. It's not going to have anything to do with him being a Hall of Famer.
That
anything
part,
like that.
It's
not going to affect that. I mean, especially, think about it. You got guys out here that had DUIs and then killed people.
Right.
Like they've hit people
right.
and still were able to play in the league.
I don't know about that.
So this, like, I remember if you go way back, Leonard Little, he was a defensive end for the Rams way back. Like, they didn't give a shit about that.
That's crazy.
So it's like funny.
I will say this about this Marshawn Lynch situation. It was almost expected. I'm actually shocked that it didn't happen during the NFL season. You know what I mean? And I only say it that way because we knew he was cut from a different cloth. The man was eating Skittles on the sideline.
Yeah, but they wasn't Skittles laced with alcohol.
2 shots of yak before he got out there on the field to warm up.
Oh, so you saying the signs was there?
Oh yeah, definitely. He a town. He's from the town.
So all people from town is alcoholic?
From the town, man. I'm not going to say all of them, but shit.
I'm not going to buy my kids Skittles.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean. Like, I'm just saying.
I don't know if I would have expected it, but it's. I don't think it's. Some people may be getting outraged about it. I don't think it's that big.
Yeah.
It is in the sense of, call the Uber, that type of thing. Get a limo. You rich enough. You got enough. You money affluent. Get you a limo. All that. There's things you could have done. You know what I mean? So he got to take responsibility on that. He grown enough for that.
Right.
But I think some people is just harping on it way too hard. It's like we all been there. I've been there. I've had a situation. So not to the point where my tire was off.
Right.
But
right.
We all make some mistakes. And he probably gonna learn from it. Another mistake, Mr. Frank.
I wouldn't even call it a mistake.
Like, it's a mistake. Somebody made a mistake.
Oh, well, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I jumped ahead. But you talking about...
Okay, Mr. Bart Simpson.
Yeah.
I can't with you. I can't with neither one of y'all, bro.
Okay, Mr. Bart Simpson.
I'm just saying.
Getting that Bart Simpson treatment.
It wasn't
Or
that
you ain't
bad.
gonna let me in the house?
Nah,
I'm gonna drag you through this hall.
nah, bro.
Hey, if you know, you
Hey,
know.
Yeah, it's only in this room.
If you
If
know,
you know, you know.
Hey.
no.
We're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna leave that alone. In general,
Tongue out and all.
let me make sure I rephrase. Let me retract what I just said there. Yeah, man, that Frank Gore situation is something different. You know, my guy. You know,
But why you don't think it's a mistake?
Control. Fucked up in a sense. Okay, if she was kicking her feet, then yeah, it's bad. But if she was just like, maybe he was just dragging her, that's all he could grab her from. He was dragging her from that
Like
point.
she was drunk?
Yeah, like, but if she was like, god damn it, no, like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's no video yet.
There's no
either
video.
that
I want to
I've
see the
seen
video.
surfaced
Like,
of
what she
that.
look like.
But like this happened a month ago, because I guess like this was one of them situations. This wasn't kind of like Marshawns. This just happened
Recent.
and it was live because it was caught on their body cam and all of that. But I think Frank's it was a month ago. TMZ got the report. His name came up and then they put out the information.
feel like he's changed after the NFL, man. I mean, did you see his knockout in his professional boxing? Did you see his knockout?
Yeah, it wasn't good.
It was nice. He knocked him out clean, you know. But I mean, in general, now your change it's a shift. You went from hitting people physical in football to hitting people physical in boxing. And I'm not saying that same thing transitions to the way you treat women, because at all, not 100% at all, do I find any of it okay. I am just bringing lightment to the situation and a little bit laughter.
What's lightment?
Meaning like enlightenment. Like I want to.
I was like lightment.
Lightment, yeah.
We'll bring some lightment to this.
In general, I'm laughing at the situation because I wouldn't expect it from a Frank Gore. Just a few minutes ago, as far as Marshawn Lynch, we kind of said him getting a DUI was almost not necessarily expected, but he was from the town. He did things a little different. Frank Gore, I wouldn't expect him to be dragging a female out of the anywhere. Like,
I'm surprised with both of them though. To be honest with you, that's not something I'm expecting to see. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Especially with Frank. Mm-hmm. That came out of nowhere. True. That's a big allegation, man.
Yeah.
A big. You dragging a woman down the hall,
right,
by her hair, butt naked,
right. That part.
That's the part.
That part.
Rug burn. Like that's how I'm looking at it. Like, what you thinking?
Blue face.
What you thinking? What you on?
Blue face. Rug burn.
That's why I'm like, that don't even. Like, what
was he dragging her into a room? Was he dragging her
out?
Yeah, but what got you to that point? Now
she probably bit him.
Granted, we don't know what led up to what happened in that room. We don't know. We don't know no details whatsoever. There could be a whole bunch of stuff she could have. There could be a plethora of.
She bit the mandingo. That's the only thing I can think of. She naked. You probably have naked as well. She bit the mandingo.
There could have been a plethora of reasons why this happened. Whether they justified or not, we'll see. But right now the running backs ain't looking too good.
Right.
I think the NFL they were staying away from Vegas for a reason. All these major sports leagues. I mean, now you look at Henry Ruggs last year.
Yeah,
he had what he had happen in Vegas.
That's who it was. There we go.
Now you got Marshawn, even though he's not in the league. I mean, he's getting in trouble in Vegas.
He was a Raider.
You know what I mean? And I think this is the reason why these major sports leagues want to stay away from Vegas, because these athletes are going to get in trouble. You know what I mean? I mean, you have all these nightclubs in Vegas. I mean, everybody knows Vegas is the #1 entertainment city in the world. So you mix that with sports and millionaires and dudes is young, just getting out of college. It's not a good mixture.
Let's speculate, man. Let's play around with this.
Oh shit!
Because we're going in the game here. Let's play the what if.
Okay.
What do you think is justified that she did to Frank for him to drag her out butt naked? Let's play it.
You got to bite me.
No, I mean, she has to pull out a weapon.
Something.
But they both butt naked.
No.
You got to take in context.
Some type of physical harm.
Nah, you don't want to. You want to do something worse within the doors where no one can see. Like, I don't know.
That had to be something else. That had to be something to the point.
I'm gonna bite her back. I'm gonna get her kneecap and.
Because you got to think about it. You drug her out. You drug her out the room. Or I don't even know.
Was he
if that's
naked
even
too?
The case.
I don't know.
I don't even know if that's the case. But she's naked though.
Yeah.
She must have been asleep, and she got a text from a nigga.
But like, who is the girl now? I think that's a
He woke
deeper
her-
question. Was
he
she
snatched her
You saying
ass
the
up.
side dude
Was she
is
paid?
justification to drag her out?
I mean, it's not justification, but it may be to some people.
I
Nah.
understand. I
Nah,
feel you. I feel
that wouldn't be justifiable to leave somebody out there butt naked that way.
I mean, he might have woke up and caught her in his pockets. You know what I mean? She
Is
might have been in his
naked?
pockets.
She naked in his pockets.
I mean, it happens. We hear this happen all the time. Celebrities wake up, shit's missing. She might have been in his pockets, taking money out.
Even in a situation like that, I'm not disagreeing with
Right.
you with the scenario, but what I'm saying is these guys got to be smarter than that.
Facts.
Like when you that high profile, you not only do you got to do things by the letter of the law, you better do it by the letter of the law, because there are entities out there and news platforms that are incentivized to create their own narrative and story against you. So you got to be extra. Not only do you got to do the right thing, you got to make sure the camera is
Right.
seeing you and showing you that you're doing the right thing, and you got witnesses that's going to testify on your behalf that you did the right thing. Like, it's a whole lot of steps you got to take, and sometimes you know, we all human and we understand that, but a lot of these guys, you don't have the luxury
Right.
of reacting to your emotions or bending to your animalistic instincts of a certain situation, whether it's justified or not. They just don't get. They're not gonna get that mercy.
She might have had the syringe.
Hey, that's just funny as hell though. She had the hot twat.
Hot pocket.
Get this Tapatio.